Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You must get time seeing me. Mike 7. Mike 7. That's the pass.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his first pass is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Go. 120!
Check. Switch.
Solid.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check 50. Check 31. Check. Crunch.
Come back!
57 to Mike.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
15.
57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Please.
Watch twitch. Watch it.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Mike 14. Watch the back. Watch the back.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
Fresno. Check your hot read.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the screen, this is Coleman. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Hey, 57,
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Yellow.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slam. 57.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yellow.
57, Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Coleman. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yellow. Rip right. Right on these two.
Hey, check Mike 57. What's the run? Hayward. 57's Mike 57.
You gon' see. Yellow.
Son, you gon' see me in your nightmares. 57's the Mike.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Get that ball. He's checking. He's grip. Check 24. Check 24.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Hey, check 24.
Lefty.
Bang, 6-6. Pull it high.
Wentz now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Alert 3. Check 52.
Throwing is Wentz. That's into the hands of Edwards. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Go. Ready?
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
From the 44, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
15.
24 is the mic. I'm trying to collect. 27, let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coleman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 41-yard line.
57's the mic.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me.
From the 41, Mahomes flushed out right. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Yellow. 180.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him
57.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Yellow.
Hey, check echo. Mike 57. Hey.
From the 29, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. They come out here in the eye.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Check nickel.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
It's Coleman here, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, kill. Hey, 14.
14. Mike 14. Watch the run.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 14. Stay with your man.
14's the mic.
14.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Wentz going to throw. Going up top. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The final shot before half for Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Yellow. Go, Lou, ladies.
Block 54. Double dog. That's the way. He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, red one.
54, right there. 54, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 54.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Go, great. Pilot, 64, weak.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 30 yards there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
46 down, man, 5-4. Bravo.
14's the Mike. I got it. Mike 14. Mike 14. Here we go.
Ram.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Going for it all. But it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Check. Lucky.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on a sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. I'm the little lady.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Jim.
57.
My side.
They will run again with Coleman. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Akers, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
43. My side.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes, and he'll find Hall. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch that. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, empty.
Watch that twist.
Running right, here's Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
That's it. Big hit.
Third down.
Here we go. 120.
Watch the run. Line 14. Let's set a tone, fellas.
Man 5-7.
Under 10.
Let's 5-2.
Slam.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch up.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Coleman now. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken very short.
The Eagles take over at 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just... And down he goes! They bring down Wentz on the sack. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wentz trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Mike 13. Hey.
Mike 13. He's coming. Check in.
We ain't giving up nothing today. No.
Watch the shot.
Check 37.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep, right? This is caught inside the 15. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
14's the mic. I got
Lion.
back.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Push him back.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
57 the mic. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Yellow. Underline.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Undercrush.
This is Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Chiefs 31, Eagles 8. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural,
yeah,
but
I
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are
green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.